The name in the ashes. I couldn't sleep. The whisper wouldn't stop. Let me out. It hissed inside my mind, curling like smoke through every memory I had. Only now I wasn't sure which memories were mine and which belonged to her. Belle. I sat by the windowsill of the old cottage. The graveyard was barely visible through the mist, just gray shapes under a pale moon. I had left the candle unlit. Darkness felt safer now, honest. The raven sat on the banister just outside the window, watching me with that same patient, eternal gaze. "She's awake," I said. "She never slept," he replied. I looked down at my hands. They were shaking again. "How long has she been inside me?" The raven ruffled his feathers before answering, "Since the blood pact. Since the night your mother brought you to the hollow tree." I froze. "My mother?" He nodded slowly. "She made the bargain. One soul for another, to save you from a sickness that had no cure." I tried to recall it, but there was nothing. Just fragments. My mother's voice. A lullaby I couldn't place. Her hand brushing my forehead. Then cold. Then darkness. "She gave me Belle's soul?" "She split it," the raven said. "Half sealed in the tree, half sealed in you. And now it's waking up." The bird dipped his head. "Because the hollow tree is dying. Its roots are no longer strong enough to contain the rest of her." I swallowed hard. "Then what happens if it dies completely?" "Vale returns." The way he said it chilled me. Not rises, not escapes. Returns, as though she had always belonged here. As if I was the invader in my own body. The floorboards creaked. I turned and there was a trail of ash across the wooden floor from the door to the hearth. The fireplace hadn't been lit in weeks. I stepped toward it, and then I saw it. Burned into the stone beneath the hearth, beneath centuries of soot and silence, was a name. Vale. Not carved, branded like fire had written it. The moment I saw it, something behind my eyes flared. A memory, but not mine. A field on fire, and a woman in red. Her face was hidden. The bird nodded grimly. The crimson memory. One of the first fragments to return. Fragments of what? He hopped closer. Of Vale's past, and of yours. "But I don't remember those things." "Not yet," he said. "But the memories are waking. You are not two people anymore. You are a doorway, and both sides are open." I touched the edge of the hearth where the name had appeared. The soot crumbled beneath my fingers, revealing something else etched in the stone. A circle surrounded by 7 sharp symbols, like a seal. "What is this?" The raven's voice dropped lower. "The sigil that binds her, or used to." Cracks ran through it now, thin but growing. "She's breaking through." "Yes." I stood unsteady and faced him. "Tell me everything. All of it. I don't care how dark it is." Pause. Then he began. "Long ago, before your birth, there were 7 vessels, women marked by fate, each a keeper of a soul that could shape or destroy reality. Vale was one of them, the most powerful, the most feared. I felt something stir within me at the name. She was called the Voice of the Hollow because she could speak with the dead, bend their truths, and rewrite them. The air in the cottage thickened, even the shadows leaned in to listen.
But she broke the rules, tried to break death itself, and the others turned on her, stripped her soul from flesh, sealed it where memory could not reach, half in the hollow tree, half in blood. "My blood?" I whispered. "Your mother was one of the keepers. She begged the old ones for help. When they refused, she came to me, and I brought her to the tree." "You led her to this fate?" I said, not with anger, but with realization. The raven did not deny it. Because fate was already written, I simply turned the page. Outside, thunder cracked, and for the first time I saw the branches of the hollow tree stretching across the horizon like veins. The seals were breaking, and something beneath the earth was whispering my name. The thunder faded, but the whisper did not. It stayed with me, pressed against the edges of my thoughts, like water seeping through cracks in a dam. Elor or Vale? I didn't know if it was mocking me or calling me home. I turned to the raven. "If the seals break, she comes back. But where do I go? What happens to me?" He studied me in silence before answering. "You are not two separate souls sharing a body. You are one vessel. When she rises, you will not vanish. You will change into her. Into what she once was," he corrected. "But she may not be the same creature now. Memory rots when buried too long. She could awaken as something worse." I paced the small room, my nails biting into my palms. There has to be another way, some way to separate us, to stop this. "There is." I stopped. "Tell me." The raven tilted his head. "You could return the memories to the hollow tree before the roots collapse. If you give it enough of yourself, enough of her, the seal might hold." "Might?" He didn't answer. That silence said everything. I swallowed. What would I lose? Every memory that is not truly yours, every shadow, every part of her that lingers. "And then I'll be safe." "Safe," he repeated, like the word tasted wrong. "Yes, but you will never know what she knew. You will never understand why your mother made the bargain." The whisper inside me stirred violently at that. No, it wasn't just a thought, it was a scream. The room shook, ash drifted from the ceiling. The name in the hearth glowed faintly again like embers reigniting. "She doesn't want to go," I whispered. "Because she believes this is her body," the raven said. "Her life, her second chance." I pressed my palms to my temples. I can't fight her if I don't even know what she is. The raven spread his wings. "Then we must go deeper." "Deeper where?" He looked at me with eyes like endless night. "Into the place where she waits for you, the memory hollow. But once we enter, we cannot turn back until you decide. Erase her or set her free." The wind outside roared like a living thing. I hesitated only a moment. "Take me there." The raven leapt, his wings cutting through the air. Shadows wrapped around us, both pulling me down. Past wood, past soil, past roots, until the world above was gone. We were falling, and below us something laughed. The fall ended without impact. One moment I was plummeting through endless black. The next I stood on solid ground, or something pretending to be ground. It rippled faintly under my boots, like skin stretched too thin over bone. A dim light pulsed in the distance. It wasn't warm, it was pale, like moonlight on ice. "This is the memory hollow?" I asked, my voice echoing unnaturally. The raven landed beside me, feathers bristling. "Yes, but be careful. Not everything here belongs to you." I turned slowly, trying to take in the place.
There were no trees, only pillars, massive roots rising like twisted columns, carved with shifting symbols. Faces flickered inside them, hollow-eyed figures pressing against the surface, whispering words I couldn't understand. "Are those memories?" I asked. "Forgotten lives, fragments left behind by those who came before you," the raven said. "Do not touch them, they are hungry." The air grew colder, my breath fogged in front of me. Somewhere deeper, something hummed, a low rhythmic sound that seemed to vibrate through my bones. The whisper inside my head grew louder, merging with it. "Elora, come closer." I froze. "She's here. She is everywhere here," the raven warned, "but do not answer her yet." I clenched my fists and moved forward, careful to avoid the root pillars. The ground beneath me pulsed faster, almost like a heartbeat. We reached an archway made of two enormous spiraling roots. Beyond it lay a corridor lined with mirrors, not glass, but water. Each surface shimmered with scenes from my past, except some weren't mine. I stopped at one and stared. A girl, me, but not me, stood in a field of black flowers. Her hair was longer, her eyes darker. She turned her head sharply as if she felt me watching. "Vale," I whispered. She smiled, and then the water rippled and her voice came through. "Why are you hiding from yourself, little thief?" My chest tightened. The raven stepped between me and the mirror. "Do not engage her." But Vale kept talking. "He wants you weak, afraid." But I remember everything. I know what your mother didn't tell you. I know what they did to us. I shook my head. "She's trying to manipulate me." "Correct," the raven said sharply. "Keep walking." We moved deeper, but the mirrors followed us. Each one showed Vale in a different form, laughing, crying, fighting, kneeling in blood, and always those eyes staring straight into me. Finally, the corridor ended at a massive door made of roots fused together. It pulsed faintly with light, the same pale glow as before. Symbols were etched across its surface, 7 in total. I recognized them from the Farth. "This is the seal," the raven said. "Beyond this door lies her core, the heart of her memory. And I have to, what? Confront her. You must decide here, either feed the hollow tree and bind her forever, or break the seal and let her out." The whisper inside me roared. "Now you need me. You are nothing without me. Open the door, Elora." I pressed my hand to the cold surface. The symbols burned under my skin. The raven's voice was steady but firm. "Think before you choose. Once the door opens, there is no turning back." Behind the roots, I heard footsteps, slow, deliberate, and a voice, low, familiar, and terrifying. "We were the same once. We can be again." The door trembled beneath my hand, as if it could feel my hesitation. Each pulse from the roots matched the rhythm of my heart, or maybe my heart was matching it. Behind me, the raven's shadow loomed, steady, grounded. "Elora," he said softly, "you don't have to listen to her." But Vale's voice slid through the cracks like smoke. "You think he's helping you? He's the one who led your mother to the hollow tree. He's the one who made the bargain possible. He's the reason I'm here at all."